Alright, back again. So, that one little piece is what's left of an 8mm length. This is the thinner section that I bought, and that fits into these. But anyway, separate to the matter. So I've got a little bit further along. I've cut all of these up. I need 6 in total, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I need 6 altogether. I've got 5, so I've got to go and buy another one. But it was much cheaper buying it in a 8-metre length. I don't know, hanging halfway down my house. But anyway, I'll just move this new cheap grinder out of the way. Works good too. Trusty square, can't beat it. Good for everything, even a hammer. So I'll just point and shoot. So what I've done is I welded that one, and I measured the distance between that corner, and then that corner, and then that corner, about 80,000 times. So if you get them exactly the same distance, it is an exact square. I'm sure everyone knows that, but it's very important. You know, we're talking about building something that's German made, so they're very exacting, and you need to be exact anyway. So I'm going to be driving in this thing. So anyway, 2.5mm thick wall, box section, 100mm by 50mm. It goes through, so the length goes along there, and then it's welded on both that face and the inside face, top, underneath as well. Really hot. I dug that weld right in, so it went real deep. So that square, the outriggers, the angled outriggers, they're on, and then with one of these I laid it on the top, and I've just put a few tacks in it, front and back, and I'll show you what I mean by earlier on I was saying that it sort of fits in. So if you look just there, there's a step, and it's just a perfect area to weld now all the way across. So, and then I'll just finish grind this face flat so it's vertical, and then I've got 1 length, 2 lengths cut. This is what I scribe my metal with too. I got to shits with using metal scribes and I kept losing them, so I use this and a square, and you can't get more exact than that. I mean, that is the thinnest line you can make. It basically cuts into the steel and you can feel it with your finger even in the dark. So that's what I do, and I just always cut to the left of it. So the mark is the exact amount, and then I grind to the left and I shine a torch on it, and the burr from the cut is lifted, and then the torch hits it and I can cut it exact. All of these are so close it's not funny. You know, millimetre out, and once again I just finish grind that edge, finish grind that edge, and then so what I'll do now is I'll flip this over. So what that is, if you're wondering, it's this section across here. So that's what I've just built, and two of these main support beams up to that point there, that line. So that's what I've got. One of these darker shaded ones is the gal, the thinner gauge gal there, and then for this section here, originally they used a pressed inner sill and an outer sill. I'm not going to bother with that. I'm using 2.5mm box section. That's pretty strong. It's not spot welded, it won't rust out. Like I said, I'm going to fill them up with bitumen. You know, this is all welded at the front now, so I can go in and I can fill all that up. One thing I did forget to do was just here, in between those two beams, is supposed to be some holes drilled. Supposed to gouge out a section there. I missed that, but I don't think that's a big deal at the moment. I'm more concerned about getting this frame basically along the length of the garage, and then I'm going to bring in the front and the rear section and sister them up to this, then put wheels on it, and then it's a sitting rolling chassis. Or just leave the front and back off it, and then I can actually hang it up on the wall out of the way while I'm working on my other car. This rain's really setting. So anyway, I'll just flip this over and I'll show you what I'm going to do, and I'll bring you back.